Now, the Akwa Ibom State Governor, Pastor Moiro, is set to host an electrifying Arise Happy Hour, an evening of rewards, a night of music, recognition, and celebration, featuring a special live performance by Flavor. Now, the event will feature the disbursement of 300 million naira to 400 trained female youths and ladies in white under the IBOM-led Entrepreneurship Accelerator Program, with each beneficiary receiving 750,000 naira, a recognition and award to the best performing local government areas from Christmas Unplugged 2024, and 50 winners of the Arise Home Farmer Scheme, each receiving a 500,000 naira grant. This is to happen today, by the way. And I'd just like to get your thoughts on this. Specifically now, beyond the financial disbursement and the recognitions, what mechanisms are in place to actually track the impact of the IBOM-led Entrepreneurship Accelerator Program on the beneficiaries and the broader economy of the Akwa Ibom State?
Beautiful way to put it. No better way than how you've stated it before. I answered that. I want to say something about the Arise or the Happy Hour initiative. Recall that during the campaign, His Excellency made that pronouncement, and I watched it, and instantly that he made the pronouncement about how Happy Hour will be celebrated in Akwa Ibom State. A number of persons cheered. They celebrated it. I was moody because exactly was explicit that the Happy Hour will involve on weekends, on Fridays. You go to drinking spots. If a drink is 200 naira, you only pay 50 naira, and government will subsidize by 150 naira. And I said, it's absolutely impossible. Absolutely impossible. Considering even the time that was said, the hardship, the oil, the subsidy, in fact, it was almost impossible. So I just said to myself, well, we're all entitled to mistakes, and it has to be corrected. And I thought you will have 8 around that will think fast and say, Your Excellency, this policy or this initiative will have to be tinkered, and then we'll come up with this. But that was never to be. I personally challenged a number of on radio until Open Forum. We said, this is how we need to celebrate the Happy Hour. How do we celebrate the Happy Hour? We came on board airtime here on Memories FM, and those people that are oppressed, those people that are vulnerable, we make their voice to be heard. And for merely allowing people that are unheard of to be heard, that is their Happy Hour. And we have people bring their needs, and we see how to meet their needs by linking them to where they can get solution. That is their Happy Hour. So that has been what we've been doing, I think, since October. And it is still ongoing. We are on the second quarter of it. And I had also believed that some persons will do some things to show this is how Happy Hour should be celebrated. But that was never to be. So hearing this very development, that this Happy Hour, in fact, even the media age who never ever commented, who never even understood how to go about it, they are the one projecting it now. They call it Arise Happy Hour, and people are going to be rewarded. The civil service, different departments, well, the modalities, how they were chosen, government knows better. The local government areas that did well during the, what do you call it now, Christmas, they call it Christmas Unplugged, they are going to be rewarded too. Akwa Ibom has been made a place of so much celebrations, so much is being spent. We saw a report some time ago that about over $1 billion has been spent on entertainment, drinks, and all of that because of events here and there. That's a lot of money, and more is also still happening. I'm not against empowerment. I am pro-empowerment, and we've had a program here where we brought in a banker to speak on how to make these empowerments sustainable, which is what you raised. It is absolutely impossible to track the success of the enormous empowerment programs the government has done. Why? Because some of them, the funds that are given, is grossly inadequate to be called empowerment or business grants for that level of people. Number one of them is the those whose names are gotten from the Arise Employment Portal. which is still very skewed, which has also disenfranchised most Akwa Ibom people who are looking for employment because of the requirement for voter identification number. I will not stop talking about this because at the end of the day, it is going to be something that will say, why did we even allow that to have happened? It's too political. When you want to solve a problem, you don't bring in political interest. Yes, if you want to give political appointment, somebody must have to come with his party card. Somebody must have to come with his voter's card for you to know that, yes, this person is actually in the business, but not people looking for employment, people that are schooled outside the Akwa Ibom State where the training was done, and that is still being sustained and defended, even on one of the WhatsApp platforms that just created recently. Even the aides with the governor was defending it, and I was forced to comment. I said, nobody does this. It's not done anywhere in the world. Federal government cannot even do this. You know? So, it is an area that something has to be done. The solution we have proffered in open forum is that giving monies randomly to people that are not trained, those monies may never be useful to them. Giving monies that are not adequate for a program, like the 50,000 given to graduates. I cited the case of one of the beneficiaries and another one, even on social media, that said, what do I do with this? The other one said, I just used it to buy rice and chicken for the Christmas. That's what it's meant for. Am I supposed to sell pure water on my head? What do I do with 50,000? Am I supposed to, what am I to hawk? Is it granite? So you can call it livelihood support, yes. But what is our greatest recommendation on how to be sure that all these billions being put in, that we can go back and check and see progress and give them more money or whatever? You make some of these monies interest-free loans. Pass these monies through dedicated banks, Aqua Savings, Ibom Fadama, or any other national bank that you want to adopt. Or you create a special bank to eliminate poverty or reduce poverty, where beneficiaries would have their data, where those that are assessing grants will assess from there, their records will be there, so that the next batch of people to benefit will be identified. That it's not the same people. Sharon, I tell you, there are people that have received some of these things, goodies from His Excellency Pastor Omo Baseno, who is very people friendly so far. Some of them have received twice or thrice.
You know them?
Not a matter of knowing them. Are you not in the system? If you talk with people, if you know, live in an environment and you know how these things work, you will even ask that. Yes, it's like the social register. I did a documentary of a young boy of 9 years old who would drift from school to pick things from refuse dump to eat and feed his own 6-year-old brother to be able to send that one to school. Went to their compound, saw where another person, who's also a scavenger, is giving them a place to sleep. And in that premises, there's an 80-year-old woman. Nobody in that premises has been registered in social register. Very needy people. So, is that you keep on expanding the social register, you'll be sure, yes, at least that one you can verify. Otherwise, please, set aside banks or a bank. Let people go there, register to benefit from whatever is given. And no money should be given for business if there is no orientation, no training. Like the white or purple girls, like you've read there. White, yeah. Who are they? They are cheerleaders, people who were on the campaign. All of them are PDP members. It happened under the Udom Emmanuel administration. The purple girls that they handed over to this administration and other ones. Remember, Iniobong Umoren was one of them. She was unemployed, an orphan, and a graduate. She eventually fell into the trap of a beast somewhere who raped and killed her. And what did we have? Fanfare. They erected the podium, decorated it to address Iniobong Umoren's issue. People made money from there. And that became the end of the story. that particular batch of cheerleaders never got anything from the person they worked for. Moino is doing things differently, yes. I'm happy he's also training them from what I've heard that have been trained. That is the kind of thing. But this money is not some money you'll be handing over by hand to them. Pass it through the bank and let these monies, let the bank follow up what they are doing, because eventually this money is supposed to recreate itself. If it's a interest-free loan, part of it is a grant, you'll be able to recover part. If you keep on putting, we'll end up putting 100 billion into this palliative arrangement and there will be no outcome, no result.